Hello. So it's Wednesday. It's day 3, and I'm pushing through and doing 3 days in a row. Feeling pretty awful, but I figure I have nothing I need to do, so I might as well just go ahead and push through and do the 3 days and then get the 4 days off. So I'm doing I'm doing the morning dose of the tigacycline right now, and then hopefully sleep most of the day and do the night dose, and then I'll be done for the week. Yeah. The rest of the day yesterday was not fun. I was trying to sleep as much as possible because that, at least I'm not feeling horrible while I'm sleeping, and I couldn't really sleep for more than 20 or 25 minutes at a time. It just wasn't happening. So I'd put on an episode of something. I think I was watching How I Met Your Mother at the time. So I'd put on an episode and fall asleep and then wake up when it was ending, and then put on another episode and then fall asleep. And usually I was only able to sleep like that for 2 episodes, and then I couldn't sleep anymore. And that was basically I'm sleeping mostly because of the side effect for me of the Phenergan that I'm taking for nausea. So it makes me tired. I wish it knocked me out more. It'd be nice. I really wish that I could just knock myself out for the whole day. But whatever. I'll be awake some. It's kind of, to me, it's kind of sad that I want to spend the whole day asleep and, not be aware of anything going on and not be, not do anything. But I guess that's just how it goes right now, with this. Hopefully, so I'll finish the day of the antibiotics today, and then it seems likely that I will be nauseous and still feeling sick through a good chunk of the day tomorrow. It'll take a while for me to recover, but I do have to go out tomorrow. I have a meeting with the minister at my church sometime in the afternoon, and then Eric and I are actually going for the tasting at the place where we're getting married tomorrow night. We're having a private tasting because there was confusion about, they didn't let us know that there was a tasting going on in November, which really should have been the one that we went to. And so we were just told that there was one at the end of January, which is way too close to the wedding for it to be, for it to help us in determining if we're going to have 2 entrees and, to help with sending out invitations. So we're having a private tasting tomorrow and basically just trying 2 things. And then we'll get to put our invitations together and order them. So I'm just really hoping that the nausea lets up by then so that I can eat. It's been a struggle to try to eat much of anything, and it's to the point now, yesterday morning I was able to eat some, and it seemed like when I was eating it would make me feel better, and it would lessen the nausea. But then around noon or so, I tried to eat some stuff for lunch, and it had very obviously changed so that was no longer the case, and that food just made me feel worse. So I tried to force myself to eat some soup, and it wasn't terrific. So, but I did manage to eat some mashed potatoes for dinner, just not very much. And Eric I asked him to make me, it's called banana ice cream, and it's just made from frozen bananas. We make it with our juicer, and it's, I don't think you can make it with all kinds of juicers, but we have, sorry, I'm getting out of breath. The juicer that we have is called the Champion juicer, and it has one plate, sort of, for juicing that like strains the pulp and everything, and so the juice comes out and the pulp stays in. And there's another plate that's a homogenizer, so that nothing gets strained out and it all just goes through. So we use the homogenizer plate, and then you put frozen bananas in, and it comes out, and it's the consistency of ice cream, but it's just bananas. So like it tastes just like bananas, and it's but it's a consistency of ice cream. So so I asked him to make some of that for me last night, and that was good. So it seemed like last night, before or during my evening dose of antibiotic, like before it was done, I'd gotten back to the point where food was helping some, or I was able to eat a little bit better. So it seems to go in that kind of cycle. It's like 4 hours after I start the antibiotic, can't think of food. Like, it just makes me horribly sick and want to, whatever, just can't think about food. And then like around the time when I need to do the antibiotic again, I've gotten to the point where I can at least consider eating some food, and it helps a little bit to make me feel a little bit better. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. My doctor did get back to me yesterday and confirmed that it was supposed to be done twice a day, and she faxed a new prescription to my infusion company, so that's good. So that's pretty much it on today's agenda. The busy agenda of being here in bed all day. So I have in the VCR today, I have Little Women. Oh, there's a glare. Little Women, and this is the newer-ish one. I don't think there's one that's newer than this, but it's not new anymore. It came out in like the 90s with Susan Sarandon and Winona Ryder and Claire Danes. So that's in the VCR, and I actually have it on DVD also, but I wanted something in the VCR and something in the DVD player, so I put that in the VCR. It's the VHS is actually something I'm getting rid of, but I'm glad I still had it now. And then in the DVD player for today, I have season 1 of Veronica Mars. So I have the first DVD of that in there, and I've already seen all of the episodes, so I have that on right now so that I can kind of go to sleep to it. And yeah, and then also How I Met Your Mother on the Wii, and The Office. I watched some of The Office yesterday too. And I'm going to check out, so the thing that I mentioned yesterday about where you can rent movies on it, and it works on your computer, you can do it through your TV apparently, through a PS3 and some other things, and you can also do it on your iPad. It's called, now I'm not going to remember the name. I think it's called Vudu, V-U-D-U, but I'll post a link to it down below. And I looked through some of the movies yesterday, and it seemed like there were some things that I would be interested in seeing. I think Mr. Popper's Penguins was available, which I haven't seen yet. And there are some others that I would probably be interested in seeing. And I had said that they're all $2 for 2 nights, and that's not the case. They're not all that price. There's a whole bunch that are that price. But then there's some that are more. You can also buy movies that way. And then I guess you just have the digital a digital format. but there's some movies that you can only buy, and so anyway, so it's kind of a cool thing. You don't have to go out anywhere, and you have a really good selection of things that are relatively new releases. So I may check that out also if I'm somewhat awake at some point and able to focus. So yeah. So I'm gonna keep plugging along with this. If today is anything like yesterday, I might have the intention of trying to do some fun videos, but the reality is that I can't do much but like lie still, or else I feel really sick. I mean, I feel really sick when I'm lying still too, but moving around makes it worse. Talking makes it worse. I did actually record a second video yesterday where I was just kind of lying on the bed and talking, and it was just not interesting enough for me to post. And I was feeling really horrible at the time, so I opted not to put it up. But anyway, so yeah, in the middle of dose number 5 of the week, and then we'll have dose number 6, and then we'll be done for the week, and I won't have to deal with it again until Monday. So yeah, and Eric has decided that we need to come up with some kind of reward system for like when I actually finish the 3 days, because I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to do 3 days in a row. And I mean, it would have been okay if I hadn't, but it's good that I am. So okay, I'm gonna stop there because it's plenty long. Hope you're all having a good week and managing to enjoy yourselves. And yeah, I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.